What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
Definitely welcome back, man. Today we're gonna be talking about
being black in America. That's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, that's a touchy topic. Yeah, definitely. We talking about being black in America today, man. And I hope you guys enjoy the video, man. Leave some feedback, man. All right.
So me and my bro was talking the other day on the phone. We talk all the time, but we were talking the other day about just the circumstances and the environment of being black in America. Both of us been through a lot of things in our lives, and the thing about it is that we've never allowed our circumstances to define our stance or our posture about things. We've never been a victim of circumstances.
Right. That's a fact. You know? Definitely never been a victim of circumstance. Always handling our business when when the situation needed it.
Yeah.
And never made excuses or things of that nature because of our color or our nationality.
Or what we didn't have,
or what we did
have, you know? And I think it's very good for us to have this conversation because a lot of people, a lot of black people, a lot of black men in America, we've been through these things, or we've had these circumstances we got to overcome, but at the same time, we don't have the knowledge or the education to really understand why these things are happening to us. So
why we went through the things, or
exactly,
why our family members,
exactly,
for that matter. Because honestly, today is way different than it was when we were growing up.
Exactly.
We was growing up, it was insane, man. Listen, right now, everybody's saying that right now it's bad right now. It's not bad right now, man. Especially growing up in the 80s, man. Growing up in the 80s, man, it was like, especially where I come from. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Best Side. It was a horror flick. It was honestly a horror movie growing up where I'm from, man. So
yes, sir.
Yeah.
And we both from Brooklyn, and like he said, it was a horror flick. I think right now what the situation is that we have camera phones, we have cameras, everybody reports it. But I remember back riding the 69 bus. Was it 69 bus? What was the Franklin Avenue bus? Was it Franklin Avenue?
Franklin 48.
48. I remember riding the 48, and it was a regular thing for you to have to duck because of stray bullets. I remember, like, speaking of stray bullets, I'm at the ambulance pass real quick. So, I remember it was a regular thing, like bullets coming through the window, or parents telling me like, yo, don't be looking out the window because you never know, bullet holes on the wall or whatever the case may be. Or on the 48 bus down Franklin, and you having to duck, like, it wasn't even like alarm. It wasn't even, you weren't even scared. It would be like, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna scuff up my Nikes. I'm gonna scuff my Timbs up. I need to get down and duck.
It was a normal.
Yeah, it was normal.
It was normal for you to go through these things. Shit, you talking about that, man? I remember just being with my mom, man, and we walking up Franklin Avenue, man. We walking up Franklin Avenue, coming from Lafayette Gardens, and we get to Lexington, man, and motherfuckers started shooting.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, yo, let's just get behind a car. Like, behind a car.
Like,
this shit was regular.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, get behind a car, we good. And, we waited for shit to stop, and we was just walking like nothing never happened, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now, where we at right now, that shit could never happen right now. You know what I mean?
No.
You'll be fucking in jail before you get to
right.
You know what I'm saying? Before you make it to Fulton Street, you'll be in jail.
Exactly.
So that's why I said, like, we grew up way different than these kids is growing up now, man. So like, I really believe that they have no excuses right now. You got the internet. It's like you said, you got the internet. You got things that you may see more now. Right. You may see much more. I think you see much more right now. This is what's, I think, is what's poisoning our youth right now, is them being able to see much more, like racism and things of that nature. Because when I was young, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm saying, you would hear about racist shit, but I ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't in my hood, because it wasn't no white people that lived in my hood, or you know what I'm saying, people who were racist in my hood. I didn't see that shit. You know what I mean? So it ain't really have nothing to do with me. Like, I understood it, and when we were taught it by our parents, because teachers ain't really teach you it.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But when you taught it by your parents, I understood it.
Right.
My mom's always gave me the understanding, but as far as seeing it, I didn't see lynchings, and I didn't see racism and white people ain't never did nothing to me wrong when I was young.
Right.
Because I wasn't in their presence.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, I think it's a blessing and a curse at the same
time.
But
it is a blessing and a curse.
Right.
Sorry to cut you, but it is a blessing and a curse. It's a curse where, you know, you're able to see these lynchings and hangings but it's also a blessing to let you know the type of people that you're around.
Exactly.
You know, I teach my kids, like we was just talking, I talk to my kids all the time about, you know, how I grew up and things that I did. I ain't never been a good dude. You know what I mean? I haven't always been the good guy, the goody good guy. But, you know, I give them game, man. We grew up in a time where shit was hard, man.
Right.
Shit wasn't easy when we grew up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad died in 1985.
Yeah.
You feel me? And my mom, she was official. You know what I'm saying? She might be the realest nigga I ever met in my life. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying, man? But that ain't make nothing easier.
Right, nah, definitely not. Definitely.
You feel me? Like we grew up in we grew up in crazy times, man, and we made it through that shit.
Exactly. I feel like this. If you believe in God or a higher power, whatever you believe in, right? I feel that, okay, if you want to heal snake venom, a snake bites you, and you want to heal that shit, you have to actually take that venom and turn it into the anti-venom.
Right.
If you want to be able to heal, like, you know, like penicillin, that's a fungus that heals all types of various STDs and things of that nature, right?
Keep your dick to yourself. Or wrap it up. Wrap your dick up. Go ahead.
Wrap it up.
Wrap that thing up. Don't keep it to yourself. Do what you got to do with it, but wrap that dick up, nigga. Pause. You know what I mean? Yeah, please do.
So I feel like I did feel like God put us in this position to where we experience all of the ailments of the black community to be able to solve and present the cure the same way that snake venom can kill you, the same way that snake venom can heal you. And I think that's kind of why, you know, we was able to experience these things and come out alive and unscathed. Well, a little bit of scars, but, you know, for the most part unscathed. And we can now present this cure and remedy to
other people. Yeah. Definitely got some scars and war wounds. You're gonna have war wounds going through it. We definitely went through the fire, man. But and we still going through the fire, man, because we're black men.
Exactly.
And you know, it's nothing easy about being a black man. No way. But you can make situations easy.
Exactly for people.
With knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
With the knowing. You know what I'm saying?
And
well. I always say you have to live in the knowing. If you live anywhere else, you ain't living right, man. You gotta live in the knowing. You have to live in the knowing. And knowing is being able to know. You have to know where you came from in order to know where you're going, man. And that's what we talking about right now today, man. You have to know where you came from to know where you're going, man. We was talking the other night, and I told you, like, I remember, you know, walking down Classen Avenue, and we say, look, Lexington again. Lexington, you already know, Lexington popular for a whole lot of other shit. But walking down Classen, man, and you know, it's 3 or 4 or 5 crack houses in a row, like abandoned buildings, crack houses. You know what I mean? Straight crack all day long. That's all people do. And no cops running up in them.
Yep.
You understand?
They wanted that shit.
Yeah, man. No cops running up in them. And sometimes not because they ain't give a fuck. It's sometimes because they couldn't.
Dangerous. Yeah.
You understand? And that's where we was from, man. That's the era we was from. Not Brooklyn. Is way worse than any place that you are at right now. That Brooklyn that we came from. You understand? I remember days coming outside and look, I'm from LG. You know, I moved from LG when I was young, but I'm went to 270, PS 270. I'm playing basketball in PS 270 almost every day when I was younger. And like I said, once again, I got family members in like 5 of the 7 buildings in LG. You understand? So it's like this. I remember, you know, people shooting right in front of 88th Precinct. 88th Precinct. And what happened? 88th Precinct ain't even come outside. I'm going to tell you why they ain't come outside. They didn't want that smoke, but 88 precinct said this. They said, listen, this ain't our jurisdiction.
Yeah, oh, yo.
This 79th precinct jurisdiction. Yo. So we ain't coming outside if anybody getting shot or killed. I remember a nigga got killed right on the corner of DeKalb and Classen, right in front of Pratt Institute Park. Right? Right there, right by the phone booth. Nigga hit him. Bah! Right there.
Right. Yeah.
Broad daylight. Went in 325, changed his clothes, and came back downstairs like nothing ain't happened. And police was outside.
After nothing ain't happened either.
And police ain't doing nothing. Because they ain't want no smoke, man. And that's where we from. Right now, what we living in right now, it's a walk in the park. That's why I don't understand why a lot of people bitch and moan, man. Because what you living in right now is a walk in the park. I know you have your incidents where, people get, hurt that's not supposed to get hurt and things of that nature. But, bro, I've seen that shit every day.
Yep. So different. You rewind back to my family, and my pop gonna be mad at me about this shit. Now, I'm gonna preface it with this. Me and my pops, we got, like, a good-ass relationship now. Like, literally, like, the relationship that me and him have is the one I wish we had when we was younger. But back when I was younger, shit was awful. You know what I'm saying? Back when I was younger, my relationship with my uncle, you gonna see him on the channel. The shit was awful as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, my pops, nigga, was strung out. You know what I mean? He was on the shit. You know what I mean? It was times he would be, he'd be out 3, 4, 5 times, you know what I'm saying, a week. Went to see him for a week, come back, be throwing up all night and shit. So you know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? My uncle, you know what I'm saying, he was in the Black Panthers. You know what I mean? And he had to deal with shit as well. And I would like, he went to jail, whatever the case may be, got strung out on that dope or whatever. And then there was times where, like, I would see a bunch of Christmas gifts and on a Christmas Eve, and I would come down in the morning, all them shit would be gone. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm even telling you this is for 2 reasons. One reason is just so you can understand where we came from, and the reason why we're doing what we're doing, to be able to offer some type of, medicinal advice for people watching it.
People of our kind. Yeah. Not even, just all people, man.
Because right.
Everybody's been through, some sort of problem or situation in life where you don't have anybody to talk to, or you don't have anybody where you can see eye to eye with, or you may feel like it's somebody, you may feel like nobody's been through what you've been through.
Exactly.
You understand? So, this is what this is for, man. Like, I had aunts, uncles fucking with the same shit. I was selling, as I got older and things of that nature, man. I'm telling you, where we came from, man, the shit was really real. Like, we talking about this shit now, and I'm just playing shit back in my mind. Like, yo, this shit was real, bro.
It was.
You understand? Shit was real. Yeah. But one thing I can always say about, in my case, in my life, I had a great life, man.
Yeah. And that's how I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to say I'm living a great life. Yeah. Not had. I'm having a great life. Because, even through the trials and tribulations, I'm doing great, man.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm doing great, man. My mom, when I was younger, man, she went through so much shit. As far as people saying, well, you shouldn't do this, and he's not going to grow up and respect certain things. My mom gave me everything. Wow. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this shit ain't nothing new. Like, exactly. My mom gave me everything. My mom, her saying was, I'm going to make sure you have everything. My mom used to say this, and Mom, you already know, I ain't lying, I swear to God. My mom used to say, if I got to sell my ass to get it, you going to have it. Because I don't want you to have to take or rob or steal from nobody. So I'm going to make sure that you have. And I didn't know what that was.
Until you got older, probably.
Until I got older, man. And now I have the understanding of the sacrifices that she made for a nigga, man. Yeah. You understand? Sacrifices she made to keep my mindset, you know, a certain way.
Right.
You know, of me accepting certain things in my life. Don't accept nothing but the best. You understand? That's right. That's where I'm at with it right now. Yeah. If it's anything less than what I'm used to, I can't get with it, man. That's you understand? But you know, saying that and you know, and knowing we still had a crazy upbringing. Right. Because outside of the household, you know, from school, from walking to school, you know what I'm saying? From walking to school,
You had the
or walking back home, you know what I'm saying? You had D-steps, you had everything, man.
Crackhead, random.
You got crackheads.
You had stray dogs,
man. Listen, y'all, listen, and please don't take offense to this. I don't see no dogs right now. I'm trying to figure the Chinese restaurant take all them shits, but you know what I'm saying? Real talk, like stray dogs chasing you, nigga. We used to ride on motherfucking bikes,
jump
and chase the dogs, and we used to be like, yo, dog patrol, and you know what I'm saying, running around chasing fucking dogs and all that shit, man. Like
you have to hurdle, like it was crazy. Like, time to jump on hoods of cars just to get away from the crazy dogs.
It's crazy that you even brought that up, man, because like yo, shit was real. Like kids don't even have fun right now. Right. Only thing y'all kids is focusing on right now is video games. Like you don't even go outside. Like I used to ride bikes all over, man. I ride my bike from my hood to your hood to his hood to Manhattan back. And this is being a young nigga doing this shit, man. You understand what I'm saying? Young. And listen, I got niggas to vouch for. I was young. I was young getting on a motherfucking New Jersey Transit, going to Jersey. This is me as a young 11, 12 years old. Like Dolly. Like really Dolly. Like just going places, man. Y'all like, damn, like the kids nowadays, y'all don't do shit. But you know what? I don't let my kids do shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a different monster now. At least you knew if something happened to your kid, you could say, I know. I got an idea who the fuck did that shit. You know what I'm saying? Patty on the 8th floor. Or the nigga Mark, crazy Mark. You know what I'm saying? He did the shit. Now, with this internet shit, you don't know. You don't know. Your kids could be fucking talking to somebody named Sherry, but it's really a fat motherfucker named Chico. You know what I'm saying? Ready to eat your kid or some shit over some weirdo ass video he just motherfucking seen or some shit like that. I just seen a video about eating kids and I'm gonna eat your kid. Nigga, you ain't gonna eat my kids, nigga. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. But this is the type of shit we dealing with right now. It's no gangsters out here right now. And let me put it, it's a small amount of gangsters out here right now, man. This internet shit done transformed the whole.
It changed shit,
man, this shit done transform everything, man. But you know, man, back in the days, man, even on the train, bro. Just riding the train, man. Riding the train.
It was a different level of like,
man, bro,
stress. Like I remember, like I was telling somebody about the other day, right? Like now you could walk outside and stress free, just walk down the block, whatever. You have some weirdo shit going on, but nothing crazy. I remember one time I was on the train and a nigga gave me a certain look. Two niggas, they talking to each other, looking at me, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Whispering to each other, they watching. So now I'm like, damn, niggas is trying to rob me, whatever. So now you always on that fight or flight all the time. So now I had to like grab the fucking the pole. And like I kicked both of them in the face and then ran off the train. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But they didn't even do nothing to me. But at the same time, me just knowing like what that look about. And you have to constantly be in that state of fight or flight 24/7. You feel me?
Yo, on some real
and
shit.
It's like I'm like 8, 9, 10 that year at that time. You feel what I'm saying? Like no little niggas was going through that at that time.
Bro, I could tell you so many fucking train stories, man. It's crazy, man. Like we really lived in a war zone all the time. Like no, you know what I'm saying? No sugarcoating this shit. If you from Brooklyn, you understand exactly what if you from New York City, we ain't talking about upstate.
Nah,
we ain't talking about Poughkeepsie.
Nah, fuck that.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking.
Yeah, nah,
Queens. No. Nigga, what? Queens, you will get left in Queens. Listen, let me tell you something, man.
My fault. Well, yeah,
Queens, I can take, because my grandma's, when I was growing up, my grandma, she lived in Queens. You understand? So Brooklyn and Queens has been my home.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan. Bronx, y'all niggas was starting mad fires back in the day, setting mattresses on fire, burning niggas up. But Queens, let me tell you something about Queens. Queens back in the days, Queens niggas will leave you. Understand this? Let me tell you something. Queens is the biggest borough. You understand? Queens the biggest borough, and Queens is the only borough besides, well, I don't even call Staten Island borough. So if you're listening, you know you ain't a fucking borough. You an island, and that's it. You only got fucking 4 boroughs. That's it. You understand? That's it. I don't care. Get mad if you want to. You on a fucking island. You're not a part of this shit. But Queens, man, listen, man. Let me tell you something. You get caught up in Queens, niggas is gonna smoke you good. Yeah. Where you gonna go? It's only a couple of train stations in Queens. Like once you get to Queens, nigga, and you just say you go to Jamaica Avenue and you get on the 113 and you take that shit. Nigga, where the fuck is you gonna go?
You be on.
It's no running.
It's not no running. You be on 88th Street and 88th.
Yo, bro. And 88th Ave. And niggas are smoking cabins, bro. You ain't got no car and they will peel your shit back. It was a dangerous place, man. Fucking Harlem was crazy, man. Where I live right now, man. Harlem was crazy back in the days. Niggas was slumping you. These hustling niggas, Harlem. You know them niggas was hustlers, man. I'm more of I was a hustler. Don't get it twisted. I'm more of a rough around the edges ass nigga. I'm the Brooklyn nigga that you seen when you like, yo, I don't really want to fuck with him because they coming up here to rob. We coming to get it, nigga. This is who I was. I ain't sugarcoating nothing. This is who I was. Nigga was coming to get that. So back in the days, Brooklyn, Harlem, Queens, we was a different kind of nigga, man. Everybody from a different borough, you could tell a Brooklyn nigga, you could tell a Harlem nigga, you could tell a Queens nigga, and you could tell a Bronx nigga. And I'm not mentioning Staten Island nigga. Only thing y'all niggas got is Wu-Tang. That's it. That niggas is Martians. I ain't mentioning y'all niggas. I don't know what happened in Staten Island. I don't know if niggas was getting killed on the ferry. I don't know if y'all niggas was hustling and getting bread. Cause you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
No, I had mad good times in Staten Island.
Bitches?
No. Well, my cousin used to be out there all the time. That's another story.
You know what I'm saying?
My cousin used to be out there all the time. I used to chill out there when Wu-Tang was popping. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was getting money out there.
Clan ain't nothing fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But the real shit, man.
Right. But no, got it.
Real shit, man. You know, right? Like I said, right now, man, we just experiencing some different things, man, and. Yo, that's the beauty of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Experience. Right. You can experience things, man. Exactly. And getting over certain things and being great when you came from certain things like this, man.
Exactly. And that's what I was saying earlier, like I was giving you the other side of it, the pain of it. But the beauty of it was that, like I said, me and my pops is amazing right now. Me and my bro right now, you know what I'm saying? We can have that mutual pain, but then we can give these blessings as well to y'all. Right. And we can have it reciprocated to us. As far as like, all the things we've been through have made us what we are right now. So the reason why we're doing this video too is just so y'all can have an understanding and you can feel more connected to us as individuals. And that's the reason why we want to do this video. Just to give you a little insight on where we came from, where we go, not to have a pity party. Exactly, who we are.
It's not about pity party. It's just nigga ain't looking for no pity, man.
No, not at all. But just so we can,
you could understand. We good dudes, man. We came from the bottom. We trying to make it to the top. Not trying to make. We gonna make it to the top, man.
Y'all don't like
tries to fail, man. We gonna make it to the top, man, and y'all gonna be right there with us, man.
And there's gonna be some more videos we're gonna do. This is the beginning of this series.
Yeah.
I told you I'm gonna bring my uncle on there. I'm gonna bring my pops on here. I touched briefly on that. We're gonna bring some other dudes. I got niggas older than us. We're gonna talk about that as far as their experiences, as far as crack in the 80s, and how it affected them. I told you about my experience. He told you about his experience.
Crack was real.
Yo.
Listen, you know what, man? I would like to say this, man, please. And I don't, it might sound a little bit ignorant, man, but it is what the fuck it is. I wish I was selling crack in the 80s, man.
Niggas came the fuck up.
And I'm going to leave that right where the fuck is at, man. I'm gonna leave that right where the fuck is at, because I don't got no vices. I don't have no fucking addictions. You understand? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't a drug head ass nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man. I'm gonna leave that where it's at. You heard it here first. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm gonna leave that where it's at, man.
Nope.
Yeah.
Later.
We appreciate you guys,
Good
man.
night and God bless.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. God bless you, man. Like and subscribe, man. And you already know what it is,
Hit
man.
that bell, all that shit. You know what to do.
Bless you.